Okay, everybody, so I just want to say I've slept 2 hours in. How many hours is now? 2 hours in soon 24 hours here in the Philippines. And I just want to talk about the fact that my last vlog it stopped abruptly. I'm from Norway, so I don't know English perfectly. Abruptly. The video stopped abruptly in 7-Eleven. And the reason for that was I was no, but I didn't have any battery anymore. So I just want to talk about Mindanao and going outside here in the Mindanao. And I want to say that, yeah, it's true that there is a danger of kidnapping, especially here in Mindanao. But the problem, it's usually in Cotabato, Zamboanga, where Elliot, I don't remember his last name, something Elliot, he lived in Zamboanga and he got kidnapped and killed. So, Zamboanga you should not go. There's a like Suvi Island or something, it's an island under Zamboanga. And I know there's a lot of, I'm not saying Muslims are bad, but usually here in the Philippines, when there's a kidnapping, there's a Muslim group. So he lived in like a Muslim area and he lived in a place that's not the place he lived. It was not guarded, and also he didn't really have a good luck. It's clearly that he lived like the normal Filipino. So he lived like a cheap type of living. I don't know how much the house cost, but I'm sure it's not much more than 10k, 10,000 US dollar for the house. And I always make sure to stay in a house, usually guarded, not right now guarded, but yeah, or a house or a hotel. Even though I've heard about bad things happening here in Philippines at hotels. And actually I've been almost robbed, because when I was in what's the name, Naval. When I was in Naval, I was locked outside the hotel room, and then when I tried to get in, I couldn't get inside. So I went to the security guard and I asked him to let me in to my room, and he said there is no key. And then I said atay oy, which means like shit, bro. And then he said okay, okay. And no, then he said, oh, you can wait downstairs, like it's a outside area, like the restaurant, outside restaurant is like hotel restaurant. And then another foreigner was checking out from another room and he heard about this. And then he said to the security guard, but he can stay in my room that I just went out of, the one I just left. And then he let me stay in that room. And then after 2 hours, I just lay there. And then after like 1.5 hours, I fell asleep. And the reason I'm not falling asleep the minute I go to bed is because I have very bad insomnia. It's very, very bad. It's been very, very bad since I was 10 years old. It's the worst part of my life. And it's been since I was 10, 11 years old. I still remember like vivid waking up, no, like open my eyes at 2 in the morning, 2 a.m. wondering like when am I gonna go find some rest, when am I finally gonna get some sleep. And I remember as a 12-year-old wishing that I have a button to click to fall asleep. And little do I know that you have that option as an adult. Like Michael Jackson, they press the button for him to go to sleep. It's very dangerous, but I can understand Michael Jackson. That's why I started to look into the story of Michael Jackson, and I ended up a big fan of Michael Jackson because I really feel his pain. I felt the pain of not being able to sleep. And like, he had everything, but he don't have a sleep. In a way, you can be outside in a park with enough food. You're living better than Michael Jackson living when he's awake at hour 29, no sleep. And especially because he can't even go outside. So imagine like being in a hotel room like that. So I understand Michael Jackson very much. And so I'm going back to my story. Mindanao. Yeah. And then the Naval. Then I was locked out of the house, the hotel, I mean. And then the security guard, he come and he lets me into the other hotel room, and then I wake up after 1.5 hours. And then what's then happen is he comes back and wake up, you can transfer to your room. And then I'm very kapoy, very tired. Kapoy in Filipino, it means tired. So yeah, if you like my teaching you Bisaya words, like Tagalog words, Filipino words, then please thumbs up and leave a comment that you like it. Again, I'm getting off track. Where was I? Yeah, so yeah, he let me inside the room. Then I'm very tired that time, so I just go to the bed, and then after 10 minutes fall asleep. And then suddenly I wake up, tuk, 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 on the door, and then I open the door, and it's the security guard and the cleaner, and they say, "Sir, where's your bag?" And I say, "My bag is here, no?" Then I'm so tired I don't even look for it, but I'm sure my bag is there because it's there earlier. And then I noticed that the window is opened in the hotel room, and then I'm following them because they say, "Where's your bag?" And then I say, "It's here." And then I say, "Can you please come with me? Can you please come with us?" And then I come with them, and then I find all my things like thrown out on the outside of the hotel room. It's like 5 steps, and then I see it on the other side because it's a corner like this. And then the corner, I see it behind the corner. And then I see all my things thrown out, and then I'm like, what the fuck happened here? And then I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Where's my passport? Because that's the most important, because I knew what I told the security guard that time is, sir, thank you so much for letting me stay there. And then I'm ending up talking with him for a half hour before I go to sleep. So I find out that he only earns like 400 peso a night, which is 12 hours work, and 400 peso, it's not even $10. Like, it's not even $10. And then I say, I would very much give you a tip if I had some money, but I don't have any change, I don't have any money. So I didn't give him a tip. But then as I see everything laid down, I find out that everything is there. So then I'm okay lang. Then I go sleep again, so I'm fine with it. I don't really think about it. I'm not scared about it or anything. And then in the morning, I went to the reception and I asked, because the security guard and the cleaner, they said there's no, because I asked, there's a camera there, you can just check it. And then they say, it's not working, sir. And then I went to the receptionist, I asked, is the cameras working? And then she said, yeah, the cameras is working. Then I say, because this happened to me in the nighttime. And then she say, okay, smiling, actually she's smiling, that's crazy. And then she say, actually, sir, our room is booked from later today. That's crazy, because I was already checking in the day 2 days before. I was checking in for 4 nights, not through only through paper, not through any Airbnb or hotels, Agoda, anything like that, only through the walk into the hotel. But because I think that hotel is actually not listed online. There is some hotels here in Philippines, some good hotels also, that's not listed in internet. For example, the one you see, I posted a video from that place. My girlfriend didn't like it at all. It was like 3 hours, 168 peso, which is $3 for 3 hours. So, but it's so cold in there, and the TV had a porn and bad connection, and yeah, the aircon, you can't even turn down the aircon. So when my girlfriend finally, when we had slept from like 5 to like 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon, like 2, she finally decide, we come up with a plan to go ask the hotel to turn down our aircon, because it's just a hole in the wall, coming out very, very cold air. And then he actually said it's not possible, but you can put toilet tissue. So my girlfriend, she came with tissue paper and we put it. It's not working very well, but if we had done that from the start, I think it would not been so freezing cold as it was. And I'm from Norway. My father is Persian, but my mother is Norwegian, and I'm born in Norway. I've lived